Okay, everybody, my sincerest apologies. That was really fucking bad. I think I have it working now, though. Okay, so there is actually a reason why it didn't work. You see, I had it installed a year ago, and I hadn't touched it since. And when I went in to update it, it didn't update some of the files, so I just nuked it from orbit because that's the only way to be sure. And then after I nuked it, I just went back and reinstalled everything and just made it completely clear. And now it seems to be running okay. So, thank you everybody for your patience. I'm really, really, really sorry about that. Um, and that being said, let's play some fucking Fire Emblem. Okay, here we go. Okay. So this is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I believe this is Fire Emblem 9. I think that's the one that this is. So Fire Emblem 9 was the first one since I think the NES, the Super NES ones, to be on a mainstream console. I mean, sorry, on a home console. There was no Fire Emblem game for N64 for some reason. The first ones were on NES, and then I think there was a couple on Super NES. And then we got this. No, we got Fire Emblem 7. The Burning Blade was the first one that was released. Except in North America, it was just called Fire Emblem. And then after that, we got the Sacred Stones, and then this game, and the prequel. No, sorry, the It's weird because Fire Emblem 7 is a prequel to Fire Emblem 6, which is the one with Roy in it. Sorry, what's the issue with frames? Why are people saying frame nuke? Sorry, why are people saying frame nuke in the chat? Is the frame rate just really, really bad or something? Maybe my bit rate's too low. Do you think that could be the issue? Because it does. I'm not getting this on my end. No, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, well, we'll just try it once we get into the actual game. So anyways, this is what we get. So yeah, we got this in North America. Um, and the series kind of went into a hiatus after Radiant Dawn, which was the sequel to this game, and we didn't get a Fire Emblem game until Fire Emblem Awakening, and Fire Emblem Awakening sold extremely well. So because of that, we now have an ongoing series, and Fire Emblem Heroes sold super, super well. So it looks like this franchise is going to be going on for the foreseeable future, which is good because it's probably my favorite video game franchise at the moment that hasn't started to completely suck. So, what's interesting is it actually looks better in this version of the game than it did in the original. It actually looks a lot better on. Okay, we're gonna try this on normal, even though there might be some raging. Let me just make sure that this config is okay. Okay. Your save state's working. Yep, save states are working okay. Hello, Torture Room. Good to see you, man. Let me know if the audio balance is okay. So yeah, I don't get why they never did like a port of this game or a re-release of this game. It's kind of a pain. To get this game on eBay, I think is something like $120 or something like that to buy it. So if you bought it back in the day, that was one hell of an investment. But yeah, Nintendo are fucking like, I don't get it. They have this policy against re-releasing stuff. Like, their virtual console's a fucking disaster. Like, they released some games on virtual console for some consoles, but not others. Some were only available on the Wii, but they won't re-release a lot of the stuff that people want. Like, they refused to re-release Metroid Fusion or Metroid Zero Mission, despite people wanting that. They don't put the old Fire Emblem games on their virtual console. They don't do any of the old Castlevania games. They don't do a lot of kind of the stuff people want. Like, people want this. People would pay like $40 for this. Mist is super annoying. So is Ike. But, yeah, for whatever reason, they just don't want... They just don't want the money, I guess? I don't know what's the deal with Nintendo. They're just fucking, like... They're just really annoying when it comes to this sort of thing. Are you alright? Or, are you alright? Yes, I'll be fine. Because I'm voiced by Dan Green. So the sleeping prince awakens. Father, I can't believe you. I know those are practice swords, but they're still heavy. You have no right to be so rough on Ike. If this is too much for the boy, he'll never make it as a mercenary. They are the worst mercenaries ever, which we will soon see. But, Mist, you don't have to worry. I told you I'm fine. Ha! You'd better be. Now grab your sword and get ready. What? What? Don't tell me. You're going at it again, but... Just until I land a single blow. I'm not giving up until I can get one good hit in on Father. I like your resolve, Ike, but it takes more than a strong will to... But Buddhism is solipsistic, so all it really takes is a strong will. Is that girl Ike's girlfriend? No, that's his little sister who looks nothing like him. Mist. Hi, Boyd. What brings you here? Okay, so Boyd's voice is going to be... Nothing special. You said you were going to get the boss, but you never came back. I got picked to check up on you. Oh, sorry. I got caught up with Ike and my father. It's nothing. Besides, I figured I'd get a good laugh watching Ike get worked over by the boss. You look fine. What happened? Nothing at all. I'm sorry to disappoint you. You just missed it. Just a minute ago, he was out cold. Missed. Haha, sorry. You came at just the right time, Boyd. You can be Ike's sparring partner. What? What, me? I'm beginning to think it would be better if he sparred against someone closer to his own skill level. I understand. Part of why I give Ike Dan Green's voice is just Ike is kind of like not that strong a personality. I don't know this closer to his skill business, but I'm ready. Okay. Okay, so I have to be very careful here because tutorial is going to pop up and I don't want tutorial on because if tutorial's on, this game will be a nightmare. Okay, everybody, so this is what Fire Emblem looks like. You have a grid and you have characters with a variety of different skills and stats. It's a strategy RPG, which is probably why I like it so much. So we have Ike here, and Ike is a ranger, which is a unique class that's only available to him. And Ike is basically good at everything. Main characters in Fire Emblem games are normally just broken Probably the only exception to that would be Fire Emblem 7, where like Lyn and Ellawood aren't very good. Hey, what's the holdup? Let's get started already. I'm coming. Wait right there. So in Fire Emblem, you have something called the, whatchamacallit, the weapon triangle. So some weapons, so there's 3 different types of weapons, hand weapons. There's swords, axes, and lances. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, lances beat swords. Makes sense. So Ike is a sword user, so he has an advantage over Boyd. There's also magic and arrows, but we'll get to that later. Oops, why is... There we go. Oh yeah, I have to disable this. You can do it. Boyd's got nothing. Take him out. Nothing? I don't have nothing. I mean... So this is a tutorial level, so he doesn't attack. Okay, good. So the D-pad is working, so when you're playing a Fire Emblem game, you don't really want to use a joystick. Okay, so... Do I have a Volinary? No, I just have a training sword. Okay. So I'll just attack. Oh yeah, I have to disable this. Just because this really slows the game down. But yeah, these graphics actually look really good. The character models look way better than they did on the GameCube originally. The GameCube's weird because I think it was technically the most powerful of that generation. It just wasn't ever really utilized. Boyd, you're such a loser. Shut up, you trap. Shut your trap. Wow, that was a funny Freudian slip. Shut up, you trap. Good work, Boyd. That's enough. Oh, alright. I hate Boyd, if you haven't noticed. Boyd is the most annoying character in this entire game. Your swordsmanship was decent enough, Ike. Don't forget how it felt. It won't always be this easy. Now that you're done warming up, it's time for you to face me again. I know. I was hoping you would say that. But first, Mist. Right here. I'm casting you out of Valhalla because you do not know the riddle of steel. Here you go, Ike. It's a Volinary. I'd recommend using it now before you fight Father. Last time, he knocked you silly. I don't know how to feel about Mist. Mist is moderately annoying and moderately cute. And I mean cute as in, like, cute. Mist is too young in this game. She's kind of a kid. But she's kind of adorable, but at the same time, she's really fucking obnoxious. By the time you think you're in trouble, it's probably too late. Don't get in... Okay, this is just boring. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, I don't need to read the tutorials. Tutorials are for weaklings. Oh, okay, so he's actually going to attack me this time. Okay. I might not read all of the dialogue in this game. Oh, I forgot to heal. Am I going to lose the tutorial level? I better not lose the tutorial level. Okay, let me just turn this off. Animation off. Combat camera fixed. Game speed. Oh no. Fast. Message speed fast. Combat window. Help window. Okay, good. And we'll use... I don't even know what a Volinary is, and I played this many Fire Emblem games. I don't know if it's like something that you drink, or something that, like, you rub on your wounds? I'm not sure, really. Okay, so let's just... Yeah, those character models look really good, though. The colors on them look really nice. There we go. Ike beat his father. The circle is complete. That was a decent growth. I'll talk about what the stats do later on in the game. Ike, you were great! Father, you were holding back, weren't you? What? Is that true? If you could tell the difference, that means you're improving. You know, I really wasn't giving it my all either. That's such a lie. Ah! So, Father, does that mean you'll finally admit that I am ready? What, to join the company? To take on a job? Yeah, I mean, Boyd's already out there on the battlefield. I'm ready. I'm tired of being a trainee. Listen, the difference between you and... let's see here. The difference between you and me is that I'm a professional. A professional who just got beat. That was just random chance. Random chance, which is what this game is based on if you play on hard mode. You've got a point. Alright, tomorrow will be our first day as a full-fledged mercenary. I love how this game glorifies mercenaries. Mercenaries, particularly during the medieval period, were literally the scum of society. There was literally like no one in medieval society worse than mercenaries. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'll go back to dialogue once we have something more interesting. Sorry, my voice kind of gets a bit tired if I'm doing all of this. It's like when DSP did voice acting for Danganronpa. Chapter 1. The battle begins. But who's gonna win? You know what the danger lies within. Aboard the Ark, a genius at heart, looking to unlock the secrets of life. I am the Eggman. Wow, that model looks really good. Very sharp. Good morning, Ike. Today's your first day as a professional soldier, isn't it? There's Titania, or as I like to call her, this game's Teutonic Goddess, aka Best Girl. I don't know, I really like Titania, and you'll be seeing that as this progresses. Yeah, I'm ready to go. What you are is late. The others were suited up and ready at the break of dawn. Sorry, I'll get up earlier from now on. So what's my first job? I'm talking with Titania right now. Wait outside until we're done. Yes, sir. Very well, Commander Grail. Shall we continue? You are telling me about some bandits that needed taking care of, weren't you? Correct. That request comes from a nearby village. According to our reports, the bandits are not all that strong. I think it's best if I ride out and take a look. Let me just adjust the aspect ratio a bit. It's... Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Maybe a little more. Yeah, there we go. That looks more like the natural resolution this game is. I think it's best if I ride out and take a look. I plan on taking Oscar and Boyd with me. Just the brothers? Go ahead. Add Ike to your team. Shinon Gatrid I can handle the other two jobs easily enough. Titania, I'm leaving Ike in your care. I'm trusting you to show him the ropes. Titania's way more competent than Ike. I don't get why she can't just lead the army. Understood, Commander. I think it's semi-implied that she has a crush on Grail. Why Grail didn't pursue her, I don't get, because, I mean, look at her. Just look at Titania. She's gorgeous. I don't know. Come, Mike, let's get you set up. All right, my first job. Captain, how should I do Oscar? Oscar's like really chill. Captain Titania, preparations are complete and I'm ready to go. Impeccable timing. It's nice to know we can always count on you to be ready, Oscar. Don't forget about me. I'm ready for action. Is that so, Boyd? Is that so, Boyd? That's a surprise. Heh, not today it isn't. As of today, I'm going to be the absolute model of perfection. I need to set a good example for Ike. I'll take your word for it. Your first campaign at last. I know you wanted this for a while. Are you nervous, Ike? I think I was more nervous last night. I could hardly sleep. This morning I'm feeling pretty good. It's the calm before the storm. You should try to relax. You're not going to be out there alone. Yes, you're right. Right, everyone. Let's go. Maybe Titania and Oscar sound too similar. I don't know. I'll give some of the later people crazy accents. Oh yeah, now I remember what this guy gets like the most like excessive southern accent I can do. All right, let me explain what's going on. This is a map of Chaldea. They've hired us to drive off some bandits. We're the blue marks here. Okay, I don't care. I know how this game works. I understand the way that this game is played. Okay, I know how this works. Okay. So in Fire Emblem, if you visit houses, random people will give you stuff, probably because you're mercenaries and you're threatening to loot their homes if they don't give things to you. So, yeah. Okay, Boyd, do terrible things. I'm only using Boyd until I get more party members, because Boyd is god-awful. Oscar's good, though. I'll use Oscar throughout the game. Not just because I like him as a character, but he's legitimately good. You don't get a ton of Lancers in this game, and Lancers are really good. Especially later in game. Because later armies switch more over to Lances and Swords. I'll go back to reading once we get to something more interesting. It's too bad Mist isn't here. I could really use her help. Wow, he's attacking Ike. Okay, Oscar, get up here and save that. Ooh, Seraph Robes. Seraph Robes are really good because they up your HP. I just don't like fighters and warriors. I just don't think they're a very good class, to be honest. They have like bad defense, high attack and high HP, and low speed. I prefer higher defense. Yeah, Ike is a god among men. He's really good in this game. That was not a good level. That was a terrible level. Okay. Go, Oscar. And Oscar gets 2 attacks because he has a high speed skill. My favorite class in the Fire Emblem is Assassin, probably. When I play Fire Emblem Awakening, I normally have Robin or Corrin as either a thief or an outlaw. Even though Robin is canonically a magic user, just because I like assassins so much, because assassins are broken. There's only one assassin in this game, Volk, and you get him really late in the game. Well, you get him as an assassin late in the game, but he is a god among men. He is incredible. Yeah, but these games are like reasonably difficult. Like I could, if I was like not paying attention at all, I could very easily fail this level. Let's see. Corrin is the worst protagonist in any Fire Emblem game. I cannot believe how annoying Corrin is. Corrin is a whiny little bitch. I fucking hate Corrin so much. I think you may have gotten that impression that I hate Corrin. I like Robin. Robin's awesome. Robin's kind of like witty and somewhat sarcastic and kind of a nice guy. But Corrin just whines every single moment of the game. The best lords I'd say are probably... I like Erica and Ephraim. Both of them I really... I like both of them a lot. Hector. Hector I really like. I love Hector Lynn shipping. Hector Lynn shipping is like the best thing ever. Just because there's so much obvious sexual tension between them. And it's just... displays as them fighting. Okay, Archon of Plagues makes a good point. Is Corrin more whiny than Kira from Gundam Seed? Yes. Yes, he is Kira from Gundam Seed. Erica's like one of the 5 most popular female characters in Fire Emblem. I'd say like the most popular ones are probably... Well, Lynn's #1 and she wins basically every poll. There's Lynn, Tharja, Carmilla, who was I saying? Erica, and sometimes Lucina makes it. I like Lucina a lot. I normally ship her with Robin. If I don't ship Tharja with Robin. I'm not really on the Tharja. Fuck. I don't have access to the convoy yet. The thing about Fire Emblem 8, though, is, like, everybody ships Ephraim and Erica together. I ship Ephraim and Arkil. Why is everybody obsessed with Severa? I don't know, like, why people, like, are obsessed with her. Now that's the end of it, Ike. Are you alright? Yes, I'll be fine. You know, you surprised me to think you've come so far. Look at my father, though. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna skip some. This is kind of boring. Who else is kind of nice? Yeah. Yeah, Seed is... Gundam Seed sucked. It was... Oh. Let's see here. Oh, you know who? One of my favorite, I like most of the children in Fire Emblem Fates. I love Percy. Percy is one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters. Just because he, his, like, ability is he's the highest luck of any character in the game. And he's so lucky, he just will, like, trip over chests full of, jewels and stuff. Oh, Titania. So this is where you've been, is it? Riss, are you sure you're well enough to be up? Yes, my fever's completely gone. Are you sure? You look a bit... Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to just... My voice is getting tired, so... I'm gonna just read this normally for a while. You still look a bit unsteady on your feet, if you ask me. Well, I've been in bed for almost a week. I doubt anyone would be in top form, even you, my friend. Riss is such a nice guy. I mean, just look at him. He just looks like a nice guy. I certainly hope that's all it is. In any case, until you're back at full speed, you won't be doing any work. I wish they'd remake Genealogy of the Holy War, because it sounds really interesting, actually. Give this letter to the Red Tressed Knight. Oh no! How dare they! Shadows of Valentia was like okay, I guess. I didn't think it was very good. I'm gonna admit I didn't really like it that much. Celica I don't really like that much as a protagonist. She's just kind of a bitch. I like Alm a lot. I don't know if people hate Alm, but I really liked Alm. That game has one of Fire Emblem's best girls, Matilda. Is it Mathilda or Matilda? Whatever her name is. The Aryan goddess, who they refer to as a Valkyrian game. Titania, what's the matter? What did the letter say? Riss, take the letter to Oscar and tell him to prepare for combat and wait for me. I have to go out for a moment. But Titania, I'll be right back. I'm counting on you. What on earth could that letter have said? Everyone, come quickly. Hey, Riss. So how are you feeling? Favorite Fire Emblem villain? I like Nurgle a lot. Because of his name and because his motivations are a little more interesting than some of them. I think, what's his name, Zephiel's are kind of interesting, but I don't really remember much about them, to be honest. What is it? Why are you so agitated? Has something happened? It's Mist and Rolf. They've been taken by bandits. What? What are you talking about? The two of them went out early this morning to gather wildflowers. What a fucking... Why would the two kids who can't defend themselves go out alone in a country where there's like fucking bandits every 5 seconds. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Earlier by the gate, a man asked me to deliver a letter to Titania. It was from a group of bandit kidnappers. What are we going to do? The main villain of Shadows of Valentia was also kind of interesting, because he desperately wanted to keep the influence of the gods in the world, even if it was they were dark and evil, because he saw that as being better than kind of a purely materialistic world without any deities. Oh, if only I'd known he didn't seem like a bad person. I get it, they're after revenge. They want retribution for the other day at that village. Caldio, was it? I love how Oscar kills so many bandits he doesn't even know. I also like how Oscar's always smiling. Taking children as hostages, what cowards. Blast. Wait, Ike, where do you think you're going? I'm going to go get Mist. Titania, she said she'd write back. You're supposed to get ready and wait for her. Yeah, but Titania is the second in command. Like, okay, so with Fire Emblem Fates, was it supposed to be implied that Nor is more industrialized? Because otherwise it seems like Nor just completely sucks, and that it's complete shit. I also didn't like Carmilla. I don't get why people like her so much. I just find her like a creepy Yandere thought, to be honest. I like Kagero's kind of funny. She's okay. Setsuna's not bad. I like Ryoma a lot as far as Fate's characters. I prefer Hoshido because you can grind. And do you honestly think we've got time to wait? I'm going. What do you think you're going to do on your own, Rookie? Hold it, I'm going too. Stop, both of you. I'm going with you. Oh, come on, wait. This is crazy. Do you think you could just ignore your, the deputy commander's orders? I love how Oscar's like the only sane one. The road forks. Which way do we go? How am I supposed to know that? Hold it, are you saying you don't know where we're going? Ike is kind of retarded. Unbelievable. Let's see here. No, I have to take that down. Oh, Nor was meant to be poor. Unfortunately, a lot of the plot was scrapped before the game was released. I thought it was supposed to be industrialized or something. Then how can they even fight Hoshido and like be able like on equal footing when one country has like a massive surplus of food and the other has absolutely nothing? I don't get it. Shut your mouth, Boyd. Yes. I like both of their aesthetics. Both of you, there's no time to be fighting. I figured we'd find you like this. What are you two doing? So you're coming, after all. It's not like you two... Wow, what a fucking douche monkey. So you're coming after all. It's not like you two chambermaids to be disobeying orders. What's the world coming to? Yeah, but... Like, what the fuck? What a fucking douche. I mean, they're just trying to obey their commander's orders. That's how fucking military organizations work. Especially when Titania, like, used to be a royal knight and she has, like, a decade of experience. Like, more than a decade. Probably, like, 20 years of experience. And a decade, one of those being in command. Okay, it's time for my over-the-top accent. I I think this is the over-the-top accent guy. So you came, did you, boss? It's just you then, you came alone? You seriously underestimate what we're capable of doing to you. Now where's that snobby red-haired wench you ride with? And, I don't know, Titania's a classy woman. Don't call her a wench, you fucking redneck or whatever. Titania's not here, it's just us. All I want to know now is whether Mist and Rolf are safe. Yeah, of course, we've got him locked up safe and sound in that little shack back there. We've got no problem with those brats. What we're after is a little revenge. Oh no, right, I'm not saying this properly. What we're after is a little revenge. We want the redhead and her pups. Because wouldn't you have a woman like Titania if you could? And that'd be you, boss. I'm not interested in girls. All I like is little boys. Then hurry up and let's get those two. We're here, aren't we? You've got no more reason to hold them. You're here, but Red ain't. We'll just keep the brats until she arrives. Dang it! If you're so impatient, I guess we can start by killing you whelps. You all ready to die? Come on out, it's time to play, lads. I forget, I don't think I get reinforcements in this game. That should be, in this mission, that should be fine. Yep. Go do terrible things, Oscar. Yeah, I find these games kind of base, though. Like, most of the women in these, even if they're wearing armor, like, actually look like women. A lot of them are actually, like, fairly feminine and elegant. Like, everybody in these games are nobles. The nobility in these games, like, actually, like, aren't corrupt by and large, and they take their responsibilities seriously. Like, in Fire Emblem Awakening, Crom's kingdom is called the Helldom, and it's like a theocratic monarchy. I think it's called the Exalt, which is like the most base name ever. Keep your chin up, Rolf. Boys aren't supposed to cry. But I'm so scared. Aren't you even a little bit scared, Mist? Of course I am, but listen, we'll be fine. My brother will definitely come to rescue us. Yeah, you're right. And I'm sure that my brothers will be right there with him. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, Boyd, Oscar, and Rolf are brothers. I'm sure they will too, so no more crying, got it? Okay. There we go. Also in Fates and Awakening, it's implied all the characters like get married, and it's implied they get married and they don't have premarital sex. Like, they just develop their relationship and then they propose. And then they immediately have children together. And the children are an integral part of the game. Like, these games are fucking woke. Let's see here. Okay, Oscar, do terrible things. Wow, no damage. Yeah, Ike is kind of overpowered. Thing is, Anna kind of sucks in Fire Emblem Heroes. She's just kind of obnoxious. And they, like, ruined her character design, so she looks much worse than she normally does. Boyd is so bad. He can't dodge, he can't take hits. Oh, here's Titania. I'm sure I told them to wait for me. I should have known they'd disobey orders. They have no discipline. As deputy commander of the Grail Knights, mercenaries, I cannot allow any more of our people to be harmed. Let's see. Talk. Titania, I'm sorry I ran off on my own without. We'll talk about it later. For now, the time being, keep your mind on the battle. Like, right. Okay. Titania is okay. So, in Fire Emblem games, you have something called a Jagan, and a Jagan is a pre-promoted unit you get really early in the game, who's much better than all your other units. But they're kind of a crutch, and if you use them too much, they'll take experience your other units need. And they just won't be, they just inherently aren't as strong as units that level normally. There we go. God clerics level slow on these. Oh, my trip was great. Thank you for asking. Great time. Really saw like everything I wanted to see. I loved it. Titania has good growth and bases and can actually last for the whole game. I stand corrected because I know she's really good in the sequel to this game. Titania's really, really good in Radiant Dawn. So, okay, you saying that, I will level her. I just won't do it for a while. Until I start to get to higher levels. Does this game have a Jagan? I don't think it... I don't know, maybe it does. Okay. I stand corrected. I've never used her really on any of my playthroughs. I'm just used to getting the paladin at the beginning of the game and have them be not good in the long term. I do like Oscar, though. Oscar's good. Oscar is kicking ass this game. This game doesn't have a Jagan. Good. The irony is, when I played Shadow Dragon, Jagan was fucking awful. Like Jagan wasn't even a Jagan. He was just terrible and super lame. Does he have a hand axe? No, he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I'll give Ike the Seraph robe. His health isn't particularly good at the moment. Gunter is a good example of a Jagan, yeah. Ironically, Jagan isn't a good example of a Jagan, because Jagan is just... Oh. For those of you who play Fates, which, what am I thinking of again? Which ninja do you use? Just because there's so many options for ninjas in that game. I normally use Kagero. I don't really like Saizo, and I sometimes will use Kake. Sorry, my volume is too quiet. I have to figure out some way to boost the volume because I have my mic on maximum. Let's see. My mic is on maximum, It's on maximum in OBS. And it's maximum in the... Felicia kind of counts as a ninja. Oh yeah, so I'll sometimes use Kaze. Kaze is funny. I like him. He's a good guy. Alright, somehow we did it. Somehow? What do you mean somehow? We did it because we're better than them. Boyd, calm yourself. What you did was in direct defiance of the orders I explicitly gave you. How it all turned out is another issue entirely. Deputy Commander, I take full responsibility. The failure is mine. Accept our apologies. Oscar Riss, what am I supposed to do with you two? I think I'll leave you two to the commander. He'll know how to handle you, I'm sure. Now let's find Mist and Rolf. According to the bandit chief, they're in the shack. Back. Eek. What? Please let us go. I said let us go. Mist. Brother. Everyone. You came. Oh, I'm scared. Rolf. Oscar, help me. Rolf, I'm here too. Boyd, wah, stop crying. You don't need to worry. We'll get you out of there. Rolf, that's right. Buck up, buddy. I'll try. You harm either of them and I'll see you dead. Shut up, shut up. Shut your stinking trap. If you want these two alive, you'll throw your weapons down. If you don't, I'll start with the girl. No, stop. Wait, huh? Yeah? I'm putting down my weapons, see? Smart move, wench. Deputy Commander, we're here to save them. Now all of you back off. Okay. Dang. This stinks. Alright, so now you're all unharmed, which means all you can do is watch while I gut this brat like a fatling pig. Rolf, can you hear me? Mist, is Rolf, is he? He's fine, he just fainted at all, is all. Don't do that to me. I'm just glad to see you both alive and well. You're both so brave. This guy's dead, the arrow who shot... Well, there's only one archer on the team. A single arrow right between the eyes. Who else could make a shot like that? No one, that's who. That voice. Shinon is really annoying. Shinon is super annoying. Don't you children owe me a little gratitude? I did just save your lives. That's how I do that. Deputy Commander Shinon. Ho 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 ho. You're both so cruel. With this armor on, you know I can't run that fast. Shinon Gatry. So that's where you went, Titania. Of course, I knew we'd need reinforcements. I'm glad it wasn't a waste of time. Well done, both of you. In the end, I got to feather someone, so it was worth the rush. All I did was sweat. That was hard work. Brother. Mist, you did well, sis. You must have been frightened. I never stopped believing. I held on to that feeling. I knew that you and the others would come and rescue us. I knew you'd come. So I was fine, really? That's an improvement on your usual sobbing and nose running. Well, Ike's kind of a douche. You jerk. My nose does not run. Alright, come on, let's head for home. My goodness, what a day this has been. It's about to get worse. Anyways, so I think I might just leave that for tonight. I've had a long week at work and I'm exhausted. So, I'll see you guys later. Maybe maybe later this weekend I'll do another stream of Fire Emblem. I had a lot of fun doing this. And now that I have it like figured out how to actually make the game work. So, night guys.